Euro Group C, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and some tiny little island nation off of the coast of France.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Usually it's you firing some sort of comment towards the French. So this is, I'm actually rattled right now.
Well, their pastries are better.
But you're buttering me up.
Just like a French pastry. So England actually, now they're 100,000% setting us all up for another classic England, English failure. Lots of hype and zero delivery. Going to be knocked out in the quarters of the semis. But that squad, Southgate's got something there. He might have actually picked the right one here.
You might have put enough of those ingredients together to make a pastry that's better than the French pastry.
I think he had everybody worried when he was scouting Hendo there, Jordan Henderson, when he moved to Ajax. I think there's some names in here that I actually can see showing up. Not that English players don't show up, but there was always that history of lackluster play. You said it before, English fans are among the toughest, if not the toughest to please. There was always that talk of certain generations and certain players not showing up when they're wearing the three lines. I feel like there's some guys in this squad that, Bellingham's he's the star.
He's in the Ballon d'Or conversation at this point. Like, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't play in the Prem.
Yeah, and a couple of other folks on that lineup that they're young. I think a majority of them were on the team for the World Cup. So you lose to France, you learn a lot of lessons in the semis, and I think we might see a different one. But again, like you're kind of saying, we could also just see the regular old rigmarole of going to semis and getting knocked out by one of the big clubs.
I really think that might be the case. I really feel like that's what they're setting up for. We've kind of been here before with these star-studded English lineups. But this one does feel just slightly different. I mean, Harry Kane's coming off another phenomenal season, as much flack as we want to give him for being trophyless. I don't know if Saka's going to be 100%, but he's 4 years removed from, I guess it's 3 years, but he's however many years removed from the last Euro where he looked really good. Phil Foden is basically Brazilian. Cole Palmer, dragged Chelsea from mid-table to above Manchester United. And then obviously Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. There's something about Declan Rice, like that presence back there. But he can also give you that creativity and that attacking power as well, and the confidence to move forward, right?
Yeah, especially too. Yeah, you have him back there. You're like, okay, maybe we can throw up an extra couple of bodies. Maybe even he joins in too.
But even when he moves up, right, he's still got that creativity. He's got that skill. He's got that attacking sense. And then you look on defense and, okay, Harry Maguire's there and John Stones is there. But there's some other names that are kind of interesting, like Mark, I can never say his last name, Gouet?
Yeah, I don't know what, Gouet?
Yeah.
One of the two. I'm going to get
roasted. I'm going to get roasted in the comment section here.
Oh, definitely.
And then obviously the 18, the wonder kid from Manchester United, Kobe Manu.
That's going to be exciting.
You've got a good blend of some youth. You got a good blend of the old guard that's there, and you got some players that are going to show up for the shirt.
Like you were saying too, and when those rumors are coming around or he's sniffing around Jordan Henderson, like Henderson can still play, but he's going to be a liability in one of those big games. Like I keep saying this too about other sports. You can have some fantastic locker room guys, but fuck the locker room guys. You need guys on the pitch to win games. You don't need some cool guy in the locker room to hold it down for everyone. And I think Henderson would have, if he did make the team, they would have been fine in group stages. Moving forward, though, he would have been a liability.
I think his leg's been given out. I don't think he'd have the stamina to do a full season plus Euros. Gareth Southgate, he loves Harry Maguire. It'd be interesting to see if he starts.
Yeah, they do have a love affair.
He plays good for England when he's there.
He really does. He looks like a world-class defender when he plays for England. It's crazy.
Just it's the classic conversation in net, in goal for the English. Pickford, obviously that's who they're going with, and he's been the starter for England for a long time now.
Yeah.
So he's experienced, but he's good, not great. He's only got little arms, or so I hear.
he's
right? And then if Pickford falters, who are you going to go with? Aaron Ramsdale, who have I've lost the spot to. Yes, I know David Raya got the Golden Glove, but I think that's more about team play than David Raya. I mean, he had some flashes, but again, I've always had questions about Arsenal's goalkeeping, and that was one of the reasons it cost them the title. So, the goalkeeping is always a question, and as we said, in these tournaments, you need goalkeeping. But Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia. I think it's a tougher group than most people would chalk it up.
100%. Denmark, the last couple of Euros that they've been very, very competitive in, last World Cups, they've been kind of floating around in the conversation of making it past group stages. You can never sleep on the Serbians. You'll have a 1-0 game, but they'll beat you up. They're a tough team to play. They're a tough team to play against. Like it's some pretty rock and roll football.
I think Denmark has a shot at finishing first. All it takes is, a Harry Maguire own goal or Jordan Pickford being unable to reach top corner of the net. But you're right. For something to happen, it's three matches and then that's it. So I think Denmark has a shot at finishing first. I like their team as a whole. The Danes usually play pretty well together, and they usually show up together in tournaments. I think smart choice goes England, Denmark, Serbia, Slovenia.
Yeah, that was going to be my choice too. I don't know. But don't follow Slovenia very closely. I looked at their path to qualifying, and when you're smashing Kazakhstan, like, okay, cool, nice work. Congrats, welcome to the Euros. Have your fun in the group stage.
Well, Serbia was finished second in the group with behind Hungary, and Hungary had like that phenomenal. But again, it's Montenegro, Lithuania, and Bulgaria. But Serbia's always a decent team. I just think that the experience and the skill of Denmark will outplay Serbia and Slovenia. You're gonna go England, Denmark. Serbia,
Slovenia. Yeah, I don't see this group being any sort of surprise.
I know. I just, you know what? Because you're doing that, why do I just gotta stop letting you go first because I get stuck with the shit ones. Fine, I'll go Denmark, England, Serbia, Slovenia.
Oh, you're gonna shake it up.
No, I can't. But come on, that Danish squad. Come on, Kasper Schmeichel.
They still have really. Yeah, they have
Simon Kjær or what? I can never say his name. But
I think it is Kjær.
And then of course Christian Eriksen. Kasper Dolberg, who you never heard again after that one epic season with Ajax. Jonas Wind, and then everybody's favorite pizza-faced, spotty-faced teenager from the north of England, Rasmus Højlund. I could see him popping in a few.
Yeah, definitely. But I just don't see Slovenia doing anything. So everyone's gonna beat Slovenia. I think you could see a tie with someone in Serbia, but I don't think there's gonna be any other surprises other than that.
Yeah, I see England and Denmark going through. 1-2 is a pretty safe bet. England's the fun one to watch, and when we get to the knockout stages, England will be the team to watch. I honestly, if I'm being quietly, because I don't want to rile up all the English fans, I think they might have a chance at winning it this year. I actually do.
Yeah, the odds machine has them pegged.
The only thing that is working against them is that it's Southgate's final tournament, and traditionally, final tournaments for international managers never really end in victories unless they're like retiring. Not because Southgate's going to move on somewhere else, right? That and 400 years of not 400 years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, a long time
of complete and utter failure.